Imagine young children, victims of a crippling disability, carried or reduced to crawl across dirt roads just to find a place to beg for money to live. Denied the ability to walk and move like everyone else, this lack of mobility means a lack of schooling, a job, a chance at respect. Yet thousands of children and adults on the streets of rural Ethiopia are doing just that, living on the fringes of society, forgotten by the system, and find moving around difficult, or worse, are confined to a bed all day long with no way to get around to conduct the basic necessities of life. This is the reality that still plagues small villages and communities in Ethiopia. Imagine growing up with no hope of ever leaving home, getting an education, or working a job. Now, imagine a small organization that works wheelchair by wheelchair to give these people a fighting chance at life beyond the confines of their wounded bodies. We're Agape Mobility Ethiopia. Agape Mobility Ethiopia has been collecting and donating free of charge wheelchairs to victims of cerebral palsy, congenital disabilities, Down syndrome, and physical disabilities in Ethiopia. At Agape Mobility Ethiopia, we are driven by a single goal: to do our part to assist mobility for the disabled in Ethiopia. Now we're asking you to help give back life and freedom to a person who asks for nothing but the chance to live a productive, healthy life.
In the Western countries, the United States, people have Medicare and Medicaid, the government support. In Africa, particularly in Ethiopia, there's no such a Medicare and Medicaid program. So if you're handicapped, especially you're poor, it's no way to get anything.
Your donation can change lives.
In 2009, we set out to adopt a child from Ethiopia. Jonathan came to us. He was nearly a perfect child, and he would run and play, and yet, because of a disease called Batten disease, he lost his ability to walk. And we had to carry him everywhere. And with 70 pounds of dead weight, it was really hard. The body of Christ helped us get this wheelchair for Jonathan, and it forever changed our lives and made his quality of life better as well. That's why my wife and I, Christine, and our family partner with Agape. It's for these children, which you can do as well.
Already, hundreds of wheelchairs have been distributed in rural Ethiopia, and now our dream is to provide hundreds, even thousands more. But we need your prayers, your support, and your dreams. At Agape Mobility Ethiopia, we believe in taking action with urgency and sound measures. Our decisions and our actions are informed by strong studies and data and on the ground by those who have been affected. Many of these individuals could never imagine the gift of mobility. Their faces reflect the power of the program.
One time I see a woman, she's like 68 years old, and she never see a son before. I see a joy in her face. She said, "Thank you very much."
What we ask now, what is asked of all of us, is to look at the blessings of our lives, and with that in mind, to make powerful blessings available to hurting people. It's a big task, but Agape Mobility Ethiopia, a registered and licensed nonprofit organization, is the small organization that could. Your tax-deductible contribution, or contribution from your organization, religious institution, or business, along with your prayers, will allow miracles to happen for each person who receives the gift of mobility through a free wheelchair. All we ask is that you consider what you might do. Discuss it with family, pray, and consider being part of a dream that, along with increasing medical inoculation spreading across the country, will leave no adult or child abandoned, crawling, or discriminated against in Ethiopia ever again.
I really thank you who support us before. Let us work together and help the others and share what we have. And I really thank you very much. Be blessed.
Just click on the donation button at agapemobilityethiopia.com, and let's make this a year of miracles for those with little hope. Let's give children, teenagers and adults the opportunity we all take for granted to go to school and to be part of society, to have a hope and a future. We need your help now. Please join us. Agape Mobility Ethiopia, achieving independence through mobility. Go to agapemobilityethiopia.com.